in this video you're going to know what it is like to study in Singapore and how you can apply. So if you want to contact the person who's featuring in this video, the Facebook groups are down below. You can check them out. This is a 5-part series, so don't forget to check out the other 4 parts. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to talk about how is the living environment, the people and the PR situation in Singapore versus living environment, people and the PR situation in the US. I have my friend Siddhant Sethi who is studying in NTU. If you haven't watched the 4 previous parts, go watch it. It'll be very useful for you. Let's move on, Siddhant. How is the living environment? How are the people? And let's talk about that.
So Singapore, like not many people know, is like Singapore is a country of rules. We have a lot of rules. Crazy fact is like chewing a gum is banned in Singapore.
Yeah.
So that came from because like a train got delayed because of that.
Yeah.
So they banned it. So as there are so many rules, it's very safe, and you can choose to do anything you want. There is no such thing called racism. You can party whole night. You can do anything you want because it's safe. But the public drinking ends at 10:30. That means from 7-Eleven or the other, just the shops that are selling liquor cannot sell after 10:30.
Okay.
But you can drink in bar or you can party in bar. That is whole night. It's expensive. Yes, drinking. If you have a drinking habit, then Singapore would be a very difficult place for you because it's very expensive there. So yeah, overall the life is very nice. It's not as hi-fi as, or it's not as glittery as Bangkok or something, but the party is quite nice.
Do you get like, do you hang out with your friends, like friends from other countries as well, or is there a groupism?
Yeah, like I have I have friend from Norway, I have friend from China, I have friend from Sweden. So we do get along now and then.
Interesting.
Yeah. So weekends are supposed to be party time. So
yeah,
it's nice.
And there's nothing, any racism, nothing, because I remember being in Singapore as well, and there's a huge percentage of Indians there, 1/3 people.
Oh yeah, a lot of it. It's most of them are from south side. That means Tamil Nadu region.
Yeah. And there was a lot of food joints for Indian food as well. So we ate like at a place. And Singapore is such a small city that you can get to one place from the other very quickly.
No, it's not true.
It's not true?
No, it's not true. It's not as small, I mean, as you think, but the public transport is very good. Like you have trains, you have bus service that are very cheap. But thing is, there are a lot of stops, so it takes a lot of time, and taxis are very expensive.
There's a rule in Singapore regarding car as well, right? Do you want to mention that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So right now, the car growth rate is 0%. That means if there are 10,000 cars in a city, after 5 years or 4 years, it's going to be 10,000 only. And to get a car, I don't know, it minimum would be $3,000 per month to maintain a car.
Wow, and that's insane.
Yeah, that's because they want people to use the public transport rather. So they have very harsh rules or whatever they could impose to reduce the cars on the street.
Yeah, that is very good way actually to reduce it. Like remove cars so that people use public transport.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the living environment in US. I can talk about Lafayette and Chicago area or the Midwest area because I've been living here for a while now. The people are nice. There's not such racism. I haven't faced any yet. I could face something like in 1 hour or something, but I haven't faced anything, so I can't comment on that. University town is small, so people know everybody, as in ki this student might be working or might be studying in Purdue, which makes it easier for us to get offers, deals. People know that students from Purdue. This area is more secure, I would say. Things are very, very, very far. If you don't have a car, you might have tough time using the public transport. Public transport is shit. I can say that aloud. People use car, like even there's 2 things which you have here, a home and a car. Like nothing is this. The car is a basic amenity and not a premium thing, which is in Singapore. Talking about parties and stuff, there's a bit of groupism in US, like Indians group with Indians and Chinese people group with Chinese. There's a barrier to break, at least in grad students. This is the case. I don't think this is the case in undergrad because undergrads go along very well. So moreover, if I talk about weather, Singapore's weather is way, way better than here. It's very cold in Midwest area. So right now when we are recording this call, the temperature is -14. Whereas if Siddhant would be sitting in Singapore, the temperature would be around 25, 30ish.
It's always
It's always like that.
over there. Yeah, always. It's
interesting.
raining or it's hot. We don't get winters over there.
Yeah, but sometimes
Or-
that's really good.
We don't know the concept of temperature change over there.
Yeah, that is interesting. Okay. Last thing we're going to talk about is the PR situation. If you can get residency in Singapore, Siddhant.
PR, like 2 years back, it was very easy. You can just apply and you can get it. But now it's very difficult. I would not say very, but it is difficult because I know a senior of mine. She's been working there for 3 years now, and she has applied for PR and she did not get it. And there are a lot of other people also who said they did not get it. But if you have a startup, if you marry a Singaporean,
Easy.
you can then also, like, you are not confirmed to get a PR even if you marry a.
Okay.
You will get, but you can get a rejection also over there.
Okay. Yeah. They
But
do
if you get
scrutinize it, right?
Sorry.
They do scrutinize the whole process. That if you're
Yeah,
getting married to a
these
citizen, then
these days a lot.
Interesting.
And if you have a startup, 100% you'll get a PR.
That works the same way in US. There's a category of EB1, EB2, EB3. If you're an MS student, you come under EB2. If you have 5 years of experience, you come under EB2. But getting a PR for a EB2 category, the wait list for Indians is insane. It's like 10 years or 15 years or so.
Whoa.
It's even more like if you're. I was actually checking numbers very soon, like 3-4 days ago. If you applied for a PR right now, the probability of getting a green card would be in like 25 to 30 years. It's that far. Whereas if you have a PhD, if you have a startup, if you invest over $500,000 in US and get like employ US citizens, then you are put into EB1 category and you get a green card in like 2 years or less than that.
So do you have a maximum number of trial as to how many times you can apply for the PR?
You can apply once, I guess. That's
Just once? Okay. In Singapore, you can apply.
I
as many
don't
times
quote
as
me
you-
on that because I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what is the PR situation right now. Like how many times you can apply, because there's so many forms and there's so many details in this. I have to talk to a lawyer, immigration lawyer regarding this. How many times can you apply in Singapore?
In Singapore, unlimited number of times, but the process is quite huge. So yeah, but there's no limit to how many times you can apply for.
Interesting. Okay, that sums up for the video we have. This is a five-part series, so if you haven't watched the previous 4, go watch it. Both of the countries have their own advantage. I would say Singapore is great because the weather is good. It's cheaper to study in Singapore compared to here if you go for a subsidized plan.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah, and India is very close. If you miss your family, you can just like fly on the weekend and come back. It's very cheap. It's very cheap.
And near also.
Near also, yeah. Like I cannot go for a week because 2 plus 2 days would be just in traveling. Whereas if we talk about studies, it's very similar. Obviously, US has advantage, but Singapore is catching up a lot. US universities have been on the top for a long time. Like their positions have been stuck. But I wanted to apply to Singapore as well, but I never got the chance to do that. I think I missed a deadline, or the course which I was going for, which was construction management, US has more opportunities for it. Siddhant, if you want to conclude anything which you want to tell, one thing about Singapore which people think that okay, Singapore might be very interesting to study.
Well, I would say if you're attached to your family, if you cannot stay without them, if you need to see them at least in 3 or 4 months, you should definitely choose Singapore. Because the studies are more or less the same, because I guess now it's pan world because everyone follows the
Hmm,
same
I agree.
course or everything, and job opportunities are great. And for other field I cannot tell because I don't know much about them, but for electronics it's great. The growth rate has been going like 36% per year now, so it's great. So if you're looking for opportunities in electronics and you don't have money a lot, like my studies would probably cost 20 lakh INR for the
Hmm.
complete, including my living, my studying, and my partying, everything.
Which is
So
way
yeah,
less than
so
what I would pay right now, which is way
yeah, I
less.
guess your tuition fee would be more than my whole
Yeah,
studies.
it's double of, no, like totaling up, it's double of what you are going to pay for your studies.
Okay.
What I'm going to. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Thanks for Siddhant to take out time and doing this video. If you have any doubts regarding Singapore, I'm going to link Facebook groups in the description. You can check them out. I'm going to add Siddhant there as well. So if you have any doubts regarding studying Singapore, I'm going to tag him on your post, and Siddhant can answer questions there. I don't want to share Siddhant's email because I know there will be a tons of questions regarding Singapore, and we don't have and nobody can invest that much time. Um, as much we love to do that, but we can't invest that much time in that. Okay, thank you so much, Siddhant, for showing up. Finally, it's been going on for 2 weeks now that I wanted to
Yeah.
shoot a Singapore video. It's finally happening. Hit like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you have any more doubts, comment down below as well. So if we make one more video regarding Singapore, we can do a Q&A specific to Singapore and answer all your questions. If you have anything to add
Well,
on, Siddhant, feel free.
thanks, Parth, for considering me for this interview, and hope you hit your dream number of subscribers and likes
Hopefully.
and the number of videos. You're doing a great job. Continue doing that, and yeah, best of luck.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, guys, and until then, I'll see you next time.